Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 6th grade concept of writing equations from tables. This is standard 6.6b in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 30 off the 2021 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and then we will look at our answers together. So we have a table here, and we have a relationship between B, number of slices, and C, total calories. That makes sense. The more slices you get, the more calories you're going to get. So we need to find an equation that represents the relationship between B and C. Let's look at this as an input-output table. So this might help us if we think of our input and our output, simply because this is going to help us find a rule, and we are going to need that rule to help us figure out this relationship, because something happens to our input, our number of slices, to get us our output, the total calories. And also, if we want to think about it as dependent and independent variables, our input is going to be our independent variable. That's what always starts things off for us. And our output depends on the rule. So what are we doing to get from 2 to 140? We're going to look side to side. From 4 to 280. And from 8 to 560. Well, it looks as if we're getting larger, and we're getting significantly larger. Two ways we're going to get larger is either addition or multiplication, but I'm thinking by 6th grade we're really probably just multiplying. So we're multiplying by something. So let's pull these out and see if we can find something. So 2, I'll just call it 2x. X is going to be our, we'll call it b. That'd probably be better because that's our number of slices right there. So 2b is going to equal 140. So 2 times our unknown, our rule, is going to get us our 140. So we want to isolate the variable, so let's divide both sides by 2, because 2 divided by 2 cancel each other out. We need 140 divided by 2, so it looks like 140 divided by 2 makes 70. So let's see if we multiply by 70 if that works. Multiply by 70. Let's try this. 4 times 70. Well, 4 times 7 is 28. Add that extra 0, yep. 6 times 7 is 42. Add the extra 0, yep, that works. All right, 8 times 7 is 56. All right, so our rule is times 70. Now, how do we rewrite this, though? Take a look at our equations. Our equations are always looking at C here. So what I did was I took my B and I multiplied it by 70, and that's going to get me my C. Because my B is my number of slices, 70 is my rule, and then C is my total calories. And I see something very similar to this. When we see a letter and next to a number like B and 70, we don't actually need to write the multiply sign. We can actually flip those around. You always put the number first. But if you were to write 70B, that's the exact same thing as B times 70. And as we get up into middle school and high school, we're going to see this notation 70B a lot more than B times 70, which means we have our answer here, F. Take a look at what G was wanting to do. They got the 70 correct, wrong operation. Obviously, 2 plus 70 is not going to get you 140. So you did all the work, you got the number, wrong operation. They said 140 times B. Now that's interesting, because 140 times this 2 is going to get you 280. So they just did the wrong one there. And then J is not going to work because it's addition. We're not going to add anything. And even if you did, B plus 140, 140 plus 2 on this first one's going to get you 142. Wrong number. So our answer is F.